You are listening to Season 2 of The Diary of a Wannabe Writer, the short and often daily podcast in which I chronicle my life and attempt to be a writer by writing daily. Sometimes. Hello, you're listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer, and today is Wednesday, the 26th of November, 2025. And firstly, a sort of apology. I was so tired yesterday when I recorded the second podcast from Sydney, I actually forgot that I'd already recorded a podcast in Sydney sort of 15 hours earlier. I was absolutely exhausted when I did both. So there was an element of duplication in those. They were both on the right relevant day, but I literally, when I recorded the second one in Sydney, I forgot that I'd already recorded one and was telling you stuff that had happened since I was in Singapore. Oh well. Anyway, I didn't do much yesterday or today. I had a pair of lovely breakfasts at the hotel in Sydney. So one the day we arrived, one the day we left. That's basically it. I was so tired. I have to say that I didn't leave the hotel. And we were only on the ground like kind of just over 24 hours. So it was absolutely fine. But yeah, I didn't feel the urge to leave the hotel, so I didn't. And the only thing I really achieved was getting chapter 20 signed off. We're now on a bit of a countdown because I need to try and get chapter 21 written, and the other thing I need to do is it is getting towards the end of the book now, so if I quickly load up my files, I can tell you how long the book is at the moment. So currently it is sitting at 96,000 words, so when I write the next chapter it'll take it over the 100,000 word mark, which means it is actually hurtling towards the end of the book at a pace. A couple of things I did in the latest chapter mean that it might be a tiny bit longer than I'd anticipated, not much, but I was thinking it's going to be around the 120,000 word mark. I now have a feeling it might be a tiny bit above that, because I know what I've got to get crammed in is the wrong word, but the things I need to happen in the last little bits of the book. And I've got, because of the way I played out the Saywood storyline, and how Charlie rescues her from what's going on, it gives me a little bit of leeway to have a few more words and to have a little bit more going on with the characters, but not much. So as I say, the thing I need to sit down and do, I think I need the next chapter to be set a few days in the past, with Saywood, Charlie and Eugene as a character who I wasn't expecting to reuse, but I have. And I've actually added a little extra mystery within the mystery there, because the letter telling Eugene what he needed to do was in Saywood's handwriting, but of course she knows nothing about it. So yeah, I need to kind of work out how to resolve that. I've also had an idea for an extra scene that I'm going to have to stick into a chapter that's already been written, and it's a really crucial, it's something I've decided is going to happen in the next book, but I'm going to preempt it in this one, and it's around one of the characters, and yeah, there's quite a lot going on really. So yeah, basically what I need to do now is sit down and write down the things that I need to get to happen in this book, and so write down the key. These are the things that need to happen. I know what they are in my head. It's just ordering them, I suppose. These are the things that need to happen. Then write a little chapter plan to finish the story. And then write those remaining chapters, however many they turn out to be. As I say, the book has a very different kind of ending to Still Life. Still Life had a definitive ending. Self-Portrait is literally a cliffhanger into the third and final book. So I'm kind of treating writing them as an exercise in writing the same book. I've probably said this before, apologies if I have, but my plan was to write the first draft of Self-Portrait and then not edit it, go straight into the first draft of Blank Canvas. And once I've got all of those written and first drafts written, then edit them separately. And I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I love I love what I've written so far in Self-Portrait. There are a few moments that I genuinely think, so somebody who's read Still Life and knows what's going on, there are a couple of moments now that are kind of jaw-dropping, but nothing compared to the big reveal at the end of the book. And I just need to, I know what the reveal is. The last sort of few pages write themselves because they've been in my head for such a long time, but it's just getting everything else revealed in the best sequence and in the most surprising sequence, because there's quite a lot of surprises to come, some good, some less so. And I just need to basically write down, this is what I need to do, work out the best order to reveal them, so each one is its most surprising or in some cases shocking, and then sit down and write it. As I say, my hope was that I would get this finished by the end of January this year. That still seems very, very feasible. In fact, if I set myself a writing goal of 25,000 words for December, which I think I'm going to, because I think I'm going to achieve my 25,000 words this month, but if I do that, then actually I stand a good chance of being almost there. And it would just be a case of dotting the I's, probably not writing the last couple of chapters in January, unless something unexpected happens. You know, like I had my revelation earlier in the year that Empress of the Trees needed more chapters than I had originally planned. So, yes. Anyway, that's me for today. I am in Singapore now. So tomorrow's podcast will be from Singapore. And then I think, where are we? Possibly the next two, actually, will be from here in Singapore. And then after that, I'll be back in the UK. And then we're nearly at the end of the month and nearly the end of the season. So, you know, just the numbers are in the sort of mid-280s at the moment. My plan is to have about 14 episodes in December. So I will probably have a couple of days off at some point. And then you'll get up to basically episode 300, which will be round about the 17th-ish, I don't know exactly, but that will be episode 300, and that will be the last episode of the year. There'll be a couple of bonus episodes like there were last year. I've got a few bits and pieces I'm going to put out just for the hell of it, really. So there's a really cool interview I did with T.G. Campbell, as in she interviewed me earlier in the year. It's an hour long, so you don't have to listen to it, but I will stick that out on the podcast feed. I will do my review of the writing year, will be the final show, 300. I'll do my music review of the year using my Spotify Wrapped, and if they give me a Spotify Wrapped podcast again where they talk me through my music listening, then I will do what I did last year, put that in and then pick it apart. Anyway, sorry, overrun slightly, but that's cool. I will be back from Singapore at some point tomorrow. Thank you for listening. Take care. Bye-bye. You have been listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer. For more information about what I'm writing, go to linktr.ee/Richard Writes, capital R, capital W, where you can find details of my website and social media. I may see you there.